There's dust along the edge of both your shoes. You set your keys beside the cup and stand there staring at the floor, as if the day came home with you. The kettle hums behind us. I pull another chair away. No questions need an answer, not tonight. Sit here for a while, let the tea grow warmer. Leave that tired coat hanging by the door. Sit here for a while, you don't have to hurry. The world can turn without us for an hour or two. The clock moves softly on the wall. A bus sighs somewhere down the street. Your hands lie open on your knees. The lines across your palms look deep from caring more than anyone sees. I'll put another log on. The rain can have the window pane. There's nothing you must finish before morning. Sit here for a while, let the tea grow warmer. Leave that tired coat hanging by the door. Sit here for a while, you don't have to hurry. The world can turn without us for an hour or two. We both know nights like this when every little thing felt hard. Still cups were washed and curtains open, and somehow another day arrived. Sit here for a while, let your shoulders loosen. There's bread beneath the cloth and warmth inside this room. Sit here for a while, we'll leave the rest till later. Some roads are easier to walk after a little rest. Woman holds a shopping bag tied against her faded Sunday coat. A man in work clothes shuts his eyes 2 stops before the factory road. The driver rubs his tired neck. No one tells their story, no one has to explain. The bus keeps moving slowly through the rain. Everybody carries something hidden underneath the sleeve. A bill inside a pocket, a name they cannot leave. Everybody carries something, though the weight is hard to see. Maybe half the world is holding what looks a little like mine. and checks an empty wallet, then puts it quietly away. An older woman turns a ring around her finger once or twice and watches buildings pass. We sit a seat apart, but travel underneath one sky, strangers for a few more corners side by side. Everybody carries something hidden underneath a sleeve, a bill inside a pocket, a name they cannot leave. Everybody carries something, though the weight is hard to see. Maybe half the world is holding what looks a little like mine. Perhaps the quiet man beside me has counted coins until they're gone. Perhaps the woman by the window has learned to wake when sleep won't come. Everybody carries something, still the doors keep opening. Someone moves to make a space, someone helps a stranger stand. Everybody carries something, and still we travel on. For a few stops we are together before the evening takes us home.
Shiny near the cuff, one button doesn't match the other three. A little thread hangs by the pocket where someone stitched it years ago. You hang it gently by the door. That coat has crossed through winter, waited underneath the rain. It knows the road to every place you had to be. You've worn it long enough, put it down tonight. Let the shoulders of that old coat carry nothing for a while. You've worn it long enough, there's no shame in being tired. Even cloth begins to soften after years against the wind. A bus ticket sleeps inside the lining, beside a note with half a phone number. The pocket holds 2 silver coins and sawdust from another job you'd almost forgotten was there. The collar bears the weather, the elbows carry every mile. Some things become more beautiful by being worn. You've worn it long enough, put it down tonight.
while. You've worn it long enough. There's no shame in being tired. Even cloth begins to soften after years against the wind. Tomorrow you may wear it again and button it against the cold. But now the hook can't hold the weight while your hands rest open on the table. You want it long enough, leave it by the doorway. There are warmer days somewhere beyond this season's end. You've worn it long enough, and you've come farther than you know. Let the old coat keep the dust. Tonight you can come in.
Mail lies unopened on the table. One shoe has fallen near the chair. The sink is holding two cold dishes, and evening settles everywhere. My hands stay quiet in my lap. The phone can ring unanswered. The curtains can remain half drawn. Not every hour needs fixing before it's gone. Some days are heavy, let them be heavy. Let the coat stay on the floor. Let the dishes wait. Some days are heavy, they do not last forever. Tonight can simply be tonight without becoming more. Neighbor closes up his garage. Someone walks a dog beneath the trees. The hallway light comes through the doorway. A little dust turns in the beam, then disappears when I No lesson hides inside this evening. No reason has to show its face. A tired heart can sit in silence for a while. Some days are heavy, let them be heavy. Let the coat stay on the floor. Let the dishes wait. Some days are heavy, they do not last forever. Tonight can simply be tonight without becoming more. I've known other nights like this. They came and stayed and finally passed.
Not with thunder, not with answers, only mourning at the glass. Some days are heavy, so leave them where they are. The floor can hold the fallen shoe, the sink can hold the plates. Some days are heavy, but morning knows the window. And when it comes, I'll rise again, as slowly as I need.
Cupboard held a jar of sugar, half a loaf and coffee in a tin. A pot was warming on the stove when someone knocked around 6:30 with rain along his sleeves. We found another plate, move the chair beside the wall. Nobody counted portions very carefully. There was bread enough for two and soup enough to share. A little room, a wooden table, two coats drying on one chair. There was bread enough for two, though money disappeared. We somehow made a supper, and the evening felt complete. The landlord wanted rent on Monday. My pocket held a handful of small coins. Still someone passed the butter twice and told a story from the factory until we nearly spilled our tea. The window shook with weather, the ceiling leaked beside the door, but laughter traveled farther than the cold. There was bread enough for two, soup enough to share. A little room, a wooden table, two coats drying on one chair. There was bread enough for two, though money disappeared. We somehow made a supper, and the evening felt complete. I've eaten at much finer tables since those narrow days were gone, but few have tasted quite as warm as bread divided by a friendly hand. There was bread enough for two, sometimes enough for three. A bow went around, a story followed. Someone poured the tea. There was bread enough for two, and looking back I know we owned so little in those days, but had enough to give. watch I wear has lost some silver where the years rubbed at the band. My sleeves are frayed around the cuffs. These hands have turned 1,000 keys and carried boxes up the stairs. They've signed their names on better days and worse ones. You made it this far, through winters without warning, through paydays gone too quickly, through nights that would not end. You made it this far, look down at both your hands. They may be worn and slower now, but they never stop reaching. A child's first bicycle. They closed a door that had to close. They fixed a pipe at 2 in the morning, counted change beside the bed, and waved goodbye more than once. No medal hangs above the mantle, no crowd remembers every mile. Still the marks across these fingers know the truth. You made it this far, through winters without warning, through paydays gone too quickly, through nights that would not end. You made it this far, look down at both your hands. They may be worn and slower now, but they never stop reaching. Some roads were harder than expected, some doors stayed closed for years. Still there were birthdays, songs and kitchens, and people who sat beside you when the house grew quiet. You made it this far, and that is not a small thing. There are miles behind your shoes and breath inside your chest. You made it this far, so rest your hands tonight. They've carried more than they remember, and may carry joy again. Rain has left the pavement shining, water rests along the curb. The shopkeeper turns the sign to open. Someone lifts an awning slowly and shakes the silver drops away. The clouds are moving eastward, a little blue appears between. The street looks almost unfamiliar with sunlight on the stone. Kinder days are ahead, maybe nearer than we know. Past the weather we are under, past the doors that would not open. Kinder days are ahead, let them find us as we are. Tired shoes and empty pockets, still walking toward the sun. A woman sets out flowers by the doorway. Two children step around a puddle. A delivery man laughs with someone while folding up his dripping coat. The traffic starts to move again. No trumpet marks the turning, no sign comes down from above. Just ordinary people beginning once again. Kinder days are ahead, maybe nearer than we know. Past the weather we are under, past the doors that would not open. Kinder days are ahead, let them find us as we are. Tired shoes and empty pockets, still walking toward the sun. I've seen hot seasons loosen, I've watched closed windows open wide. I've known a night that felt endless, then heard a broom at daybreak, sweeping rain from someone's step. Kinder days are ahead, not perfect, not forever, just a gentler hand to hold, a warmer place to rest. Kinder days are ahead, so keep a little space for laughter at the table and good news at the door. Kept the bucket underneath, 3 chairs mashed and one did not. The table leaned towards someone's knee, and payday still was 4 days off. We opened one cheap bottle and passed the bread from hand to hand, and someone told that foolish story we'd already heard before. We laughed anyway, till somebody spilled the tea. We laughed anyway, with barely room to breathe. The rent was late, the weather cold, the cupboard nearly bare, but for an hour that little kitchen was richer than anywhere. Your jacket covered up the broken window, mine was drying by the stove. 2 eggs behind the butter and called it Sunday dinner, though it happened on a Tuesday night. The radio kept fading, the neighbor knocked against the wall. It only made us laugh much harder until the tears came down. We laughed anyway, till somebody spilled the tea. We laughed anyway, with barely room to breathe. The rent was late, the weather cold, the cupboard nearly bare, but for now that little kitchen was richer than anywhere. I don't remember every trouble or every bill we couldn't pay, but I remember leaning forward, holding both my aching sides, while everyone tried to speak. We laughed anyway, and maybe that was wealth. A table full of tired people giving one another breath. We laughed anyway. Looking back from here, the hardest years had evenings I'd gladly live once more. The hallway clock has passed 11. A folded bill lies by the lamp. My shoes are waiting near the doorway. The house has settled into silence, but my thoughts are still awake. The ceiling doesn't need an answer. The dark won't ask what comes next. Tonight is only asking for a little rest. Leave tomorrow at the door, beside your shoes and coat. Leave the calls you have to make, the words you haven't found. Leave tomorrow at the door. It knows where you will be. Morning can collect its troubles when morning finally comes. The refrigerator starts and stops. The pipe knocks somewhere in the wall. I turn the lamp a little lower, fold the paper once again, and place it underneath a book. No plan improves at midnight. No worry pays a single debt. The chair beside the bed is waiting for these clothes. Leave tomorrow at the door, beside your shoes and coats. Leave the calls you have to make, the words you haven't found. Leave tomorrow at the door, it knows where you will be. Morning can collect its troubles when morning finally comes. I've carried next week into Sunday and Monday through a sleepless night, but every dawn arrived without me pushing at the darkness or holding up the sky. Leave tomorrow at the door, let tonight remain small. One pillow, one quiet room, one lamp beside the bed. Leave tomorrow at the door, it will still be there at dawn. For now, close your eyes and let the house keep watch. Photograph falls from the album. Three of us stand beside a car. The hood is open, someone's laughing. My shirt is torn along one sleeve, and sunlight fills the dusty road. I remember what went wrong that year, the bills, the cold, the broken stove. But here we are beneath the summer sky, smiling at something I forgot. The years were not all rain, there were windows full of sunlight. There were birthdays in small kitchens, there were songs we sang too loud. The years were not all rain, though some seasons nearly drowned us. Looking back across the pages, I can see the clear days too. Another picture shows a picnic, paper cups beside the lake, father asleep beneath a newspaper, someone barefoot near the water, a dog shaking rain from its coat. Funny how the hardest seasons sometimes leave the smallest trace, while one ordinary afternoon can stay for half a lifetime. The years were not all rain, there were windows full of sunlight. There were birthdays in small kitchens, there were songs we sang too loud. The years were not all rain, though some seasons nearly drowned us. Looking back across the pages, I can see the clear days too. I used to count the things that vanished
finished, doors that closed and plans that failed. Now I notice who was standing close enough to share an umbrella. When the weather turned, the years were not all rain. There were mornings worth remembering. There were hands across the table. There were roads we took for fun. The years were not all rain, and I would not erase them. Even the storms became a part of the life that brought me here.
Last bus leaves me at the corner. Cold air follows down the street. Most of the houses have gone quiet. Curtains closed and porches dark. My footsteps sound against the pavement. Halfway up the little hill, one window glows above the trees. I know that lamp beside the curtain. I know who left it there. Someone will leave a light on when the road has been too long. Someone will hear the doorway and know that I've come home. Someone will leave a light on, soft behind the glass. Sometimes that is all it takes to walk the final block. The key turns slowly in the lock. A pair of slippers waits inside. There's soup beneath the covered saucepan, a note beside the empty bowl, written in a hurried hand. No grand words fill the paper, only heat this when you come. Still I read that little sentence more than once. Someone will leave a light on when the road has been too long. Someone will hear the doorway and know that I've come home. Sometimes that is all it takes to walk the final block. And if one night the house is empty, I'll remember what I learned. A lamp can wait for someone else. A door can stay unlocked. A chair can be pulled near. Someone will leave a light on, and sometimes I can too, for the one who's running late, for the one who's lost the way. Someone will leave a light on, warm against the dark. We take turns bringing one another the final distance home. Station, but tonight I pass it by. I follow where the river bends, past the bakery closing down, and bicycles chained beside the rail. No one is waiting with a stopwatch, no prize is given for arriving first. The moon has found the water, so I keep walking. Take the long way home, let the river walk beside you, past the shops you used to know. Hear the evening settle down. Take the long way home, there's no need to race the dark. Some things become much clearer when the road takes a little longer. Barber sweeps beneath his doorway. Two old men finish up their game. A girl is carrying flowers wrapped in yesterday's newspaper. Someone whistles from a window. I've hurried through enough evenings with tomorrow on my mind. Tonight, the street can have me for a while. Take the long way home, let the river walk beside you, past the shops you used to know. Hear the evening settle down. Take the long way home, there's no need to race the dark. Some things become much clearer when the road takes a little longer. I spent years trying to get somewhere before I knew what somewhere meant. Now a bench, a bridge, a quiet street can be enough to change the shape of an hour. Take the long way home, Let your footsteps choose the distance. There are corners worth revisiting. There are faces worth a smile. Take the long way home. The door will still be waiting. Not every road must be the shortest to bring you where you belong. Is quiet after midnight. A thin gray line begins to gather underneath the bedroom curtain. I've spent enough nights chasing answers before the questions even came. So tonight I'll let the silence stay as it is. Tomorrow can wait for us. We don't have to meet it running. Let the morning find the curtains. Let the kettle find the flame. Tomorrow first bird starts to sing, we'll rise and see what comes. My shoes are resting by the doorway. My watch lies face down in the shelf. Photograph leans by the bedside, faces smiling from another season, as if they know something I forgot. The dark begins to lose its edges. A truck moves somewhere far away. My help. Tomorrow can wait for us. We don't have to meet it running. Let the morning find the curtains. Let the kettle find the flame. Tomorrow can wait for us. We've carried enough today. When the first bird starts to sing, rise and see what comes. There were days I thought would break me, and others I wished would never end. Both of them became a story. Both of them brought me to this quiet room. Tomorrow can wait for us. Let it come in its own time. There may be rain beyond the window. there's still a day to me. Coat is heavy from the rain. There's dust along the edge of both your shoes. You set your keys beside the cup and stand there staring at the floor, as if the day came home with you. The kettle hums behind us. I pull another chair away. No questions need an answer, not tonight. Sit here for a while, let the tea grow warmer. Leave that tired coat hanging by the door. Sit here for a while, you don't have to hurry. The world can turn without us for an hour or two. The clock moves softly on the wall. A bus sighs somewhere down the street. Your hands lie open on your knees. The lines across your palms look deep from caring more than anyone sees. I'll put another log on. The rain can have the window pane. There's nothing you must finish before morning. Sit here for a while, let the tea grow warmer. Leave that tired coat hanging by the door. Sit here for a while, you don't have to hurry. The world can turn without us for an hour or two. We both know nights like this when every little thing felt hard. Still cups were washed and curtains open, and somehow another day arrived. Sit here for a while, let your shoulders loosen. There's bread beneath the cloth and warmth inside this room. Sit here for a while, we'll leave the rest till later. Some roads are easier to walk after a little rest. Woman holds a sharpened bag tied against her faded Sunday coat. A man in work clothes shuts his eyes. 2 stops before the factory road. The driver rubs his tired neck. one tells their story, no one has to explain. The bus keeps moving slowly through the rain. Everybody carries something hidden underneath the sleeve, a bill inside a pocket, a name they cannot leave. Everybody carries something, though the weight is hard to see. Maybe half the world is holding what looks a little like mine. A young man checks an empty wallet, then puts it quietly away. An older woman turns a ring around her finger once or twice and watches buildings pass. We sit a seat apart, but travel underneath one sky, strangers for a few more corners side by side. Everybody carries something hidden underneath a sleeve, a bill inside a pocket, a name they cannot leave. Everybody carries something, though the weight is hard to see. Maybe half the world is holding what looks a little like mine. Perhaps the quiet man beside me has counted coins until they're gone. Perhaps the woman by the window has learned to wake when sleep won't come. Everybody carries something, still the doors keep opening. Someone moves to make a space, someone helps a stranger stand. Everybody carries something, and still we travel on. For a few stops we are together before the evening takes us home. Shiny near the cuff, one button doesn't match the other three. A little thread hangs by the pocket where someone stitched it years ago. You hang it gently by the door. That coat has crossed through winter, waited underneath the rain. It knows the road to every place you had to be. You've worn it long enough, put it down tonight. Let the shoulders of that old coat carry nothing for a while. You've worn it long enough, there's no shame in being tired. Even cloth begins to soften after years against the wind. bus ticket sleeps inside the lining, beside a note with half a phone number. The pocket holds 2 silver coins and sawdust from another job you'd almost forgotten was there. The collar bears the weather, the elbows carry every mile. Some things become more beautiful by being worn. You've worn it long enough, put it down tonight. Let the shoulders of that old coat carry nothing for a while. You've worn it long enough, there's no shame in being tired. Even cloth begins to soften after years against the wind. Tomorrow you may wear it again and button it against the cold, but now the hook can't hold the weight while your hands rest open on the table. You want it long enough, leave it by the doorway. There are warmer days somewhere beyond this season's end. You've worn it long enough, and you've come farther than you know. Let the old coat keep the dust. Tonight you can come in. Mail lies unopened on the table. One shoe has fallen near the chair. The sink is holding 2 cold dishes, and evening settles everywhere. My hands stay quiet in my lap. The phone can ring unanswered, the curtains can remain half drawn. Not every hour needs fixing before it's gone. Some days are heavy, let them be heavy. Let the coat stay on the floor, let the dishes wait. Some days are heavy, they do not last forever. Tonight can simply be tonight without becoming more. A neighbor closes up his garage. Someone walks a dog beneath the trees. The hallway light comes through the doorway. A little dust turns in the beam, then disappears when I move. No lesson hides inside this evening. No reason has to show its face. A tired heart can sit in silence for a while. Some days are heavy, let them be heavy. Let the coat stay on the floor, let the dishes wait. Some days are heavy, they do not last forever. Tonight can simply be tonight without becoming more. I've known other nights like this. They came and stayed and finally passed. Not with thunder, not with answers, only mourning at the glass. Some days are heavy, so leave them where they are. The floor can hold the fallen shoe, the sink can hold the plates. Some days are heavy, but morning knows the window. And when it comes, I'll rise again, as slowly as I need. Cupboard held a jar of sugar, half a loaf and coffee in a tin. A pot was warming on the stove when someone knocked around 6:30 with rain along his sleeves. We found another plate, move the chair beside the wall. Nobody counted portions very carefully. There was bread enough for two and soup enough to share. A little room, a wooden table, two coats drying on one chair. There was bread enough for two, though money disappeared. We somehow made a supper, and the evening felt complete. The landlord wanted rent on Monday. My pocket held a handful of small coins. Still someone passed the butter twice and told a story from the factory until we nearly spilled our tea. The window shook with weather, the ceiling leaked beside the door, but laughter traveled farther than the cold. There was bread enough for two, soup enough to share. A little room, a wooden table, two coats drying on one chair. There was bread enough for two, though money disappeared. We somehow made a supper, and the evening felt complete. I've eaten at much finer tables since those narrow days were gone, but few have tasted quite as warm as bread divided by a friendly hand. was bread enough for two, sometimes enough for three. A bow went around, a story followed. Someone poured the tea. There was bread enough for two. And looking back, I know we owned so little in those days, but had enough to give. Another hides beneath my thumb. Watch I wear has lost some silver where the years rubbed at the band. My sleeves are frayed around the cuffs. These hands have turned 1,000 keys and carried boxes up the stairs. They've signed their names on better days and worse ones. You made it this far, through winters without warning, through paydays gone too quickly, through nights that would not end. You made it this far, look down at both your hands. They may be worn and slower now, but they never stop reaching. They held a child's first bicycle. They closed a door that had to close. They fixed a pipe at 2 in the morning, counted change beside the bed, and waved goodbye more than once. No medal hangs above the mantle, no crowd remembers every mile. Still the marks across these fingers know the truth. You made it this far, through winters without warning, through paydays gone too quickly, through nights that would not end. You made it this far, look down at both your hands. They may be worn and slower now, but they never stop reaching. Some roads were harder than expected, some doors stayed closed for years. Still there were birthdays, songs and kitchens, and people who sat beside you when the house grew quiet. You made it this far, and that is not a small thing. There are miles behind your shoes and breath inside your chest. You made it this far, so rest your hands tonight. They've carried more than they remember, and may carry joy again. has left the pavement shining. Water rests along the curb. A shopkeeper turns the sign to open. Someone lifts an awning slowly and shakes the silver drops away. The clouds are moving eastward. A little blue appears between. The street looks almost unfamiliar with sunlight on the stone. Kinder days are ahead, maybe nearer than we know. Past the weather we are under, past the doors that would not open. Kinder days are ahead, let them find us as we are. Tired shoes and empty pockets, still walking toward the sun. A woman sets out flowers by the doorway. Two children step around a puddle. A delivery man laughs with someone while folding up his dripping coat. The traffic starts to move again. No trumpet marks the turning, no sign comes down from above. Just ordinary people beginning once again. Kinder days are ahead, maybe nearer than we know. Past the weather we are under, past the doors that would not open. Kinder days are ahead, let them find us as we are. Tired shoes and empty pockets, still walking toward the sun. I've seen heart seasons loosen, I've watched closed windows open wide. I've known a night that felt endless, then heard a broom at daybreak, sweeping rain from someone's step. Kinder days are ahead, not perfect, not forever, just a gentler hand to hold, a warmer place to rest. Kinder days are ahead, so keep a little space for laughter at the table and good news at the door. Kept the bucket underneath, 3 chairs mashed and one did not. The table leaned towards someone's knee, and payday still was 4 days off. We opened one cheap bottle and passed the bread from hand to hand, and someone told that foolish story we'd already heard before. We laughed anyway, till somebody spilled the tea. We laughed anyway, with barely room to breathe. The rent was late, the weather cold, jacket covered up the broken window. Mine was drying by the stove. Someone found 2 eggs behind the butter and called it Sunday dinner, though it happened on a Tuesday night. Kept fading, the neighbor knocked against the wall. It only made us laugh much harder until the tears came down. We laughed anyway, till somebody spilled the tea. We laughed anyway, with barely room to breathe. The rent was late, the weather cold, was richer than anyway. I don't remember every trouble or every bill we couldn't pay, but I remember leaning forward, holding both my aching sides, while everyone tried to speak. We laughed anyway. Maybe that was wealth, a table full of tired people giving one another breath. We laughed anyway. Looking back from here, the hardest years had evenings I'd gladly live once more. Hallway clock has passed 11. A folded bill lies by the lamp. My shoes are waiting near the doorway. The house has settled into silence, but my thoughts are still awake. The ceiling doesn't need an answer. The dark won't ask what comes next. Tonight is only asking for a little rest. Leave tomorrow at the door, beside your shoes and coat. Leave the calls you have to make, the words you haven't found. Leave tomorrow at the door. It knows where you will be. Morning can collect its troubles when morning finally comes. The refrigerator starts and stops. The pipe knocks somewhere in the wall. I turn the lamp a little lower, fold the paper once again, and place it underneath a book. No plan improves at midnight. No worry pays a single debt.
The chair beside the bed is waiting for these clothes. Leave tomorrow at the door, beside your shoes and coats. Leave the calls you have to make, the words you haven't found. Leave tomorrow at the door, it knows where you will be. Morning can collect its troubles when morning finally comes. I've carried next week into Sunday and Monday through a sleepless night. But every dawn arrived without me, pushing at the darkness or holding up the sky. Leave tomorrow at the door, let tonight remain small. One pillow, one quiet room, one lamp beside the bed. Leave tomorrow at the door, it will still be there at dawn. For now, close your eyes and let the house keep watch.
Photograph falls from the album. Three of us stand beside a car. The hood is open, someone's laughing. My shirt is torn along one sleeve, and sunlight fills the dusty road. I remember what went wrong that year, the bills, the cold, the broken stove. But here we are beneath the summer sky, smiling at something I forgot. The years were not all rain, there were windows full of sunlight. There were birthdays in small kitchens, there were songs we sang too loud. The years were not all rain, though some seasons nearly drowned us. Looking back across the pages, I can see the clear days too. Another picture shows a picnic, paper cups beside the lake, father asleep beneath a newspaper, someone barefoot near the water, a dog shaking rain from its coat. Funny how the hardest seasons sometimes leave the smallest trace, while one ordinary afternoon can stay for half a lifetime. The years were not all rain, there were windows full of sunlight. There were birthdays in small kitchens, there were songs we sang too loud. The years were not all rain, though some seasons nearly drowned us.
Looking back across the pages, I can see the clear days too. I used to count the things that vanished, doors that closed and plans that failed. Now I notice who was standing close enough to share an umbrella when the weather turned. The years were not all rain. There were mornings worth remembering. There were hands across the table. There were roads we took for fun. The years were not all rain, and I would not erase them. Even the storms became a part of the life that brought me here. Last bus leaves me at the corner. Cold air follows down the street. Most of the houses have gone quiet. Curtains closed and porches dark. My footsteps sound against the pavement. Halfway up the little hill, one window glows above the trees. I know that lamp beside the curtain. I know who left it there. Someone will leave a light on when the road has been too long. Someone will hear the doorway and know that I've come home. Someone will leave a light on, soft behind the glass. Sometimes that is all it takes to walk the final block. The key turns slowly in the lock. A pair of slippers waits inside. There's soup beneath the covered saucepan, a note beside the empty bowl, written in a hurried hand. No grand words fill the paper, only heat this when you come. Still I read that little sentence more than once. Someone will leave a light on when the road has been too long. Someone will hear the doorway and know that I've come home. Someone will leave a light on, soft behind the glass. Sometimes that is all it takes to walk the final block. And if one night the house
chair can be pulled near. Someone will leave a light on, and sometimes I can too, for the one who's running late, for the one who's lost the way. Someone will leave a light on, warm against the dark. We take turns bringing one another the final distance home. Station, but tonight I pass it by. I follow where the river bends, past the bakery closing down, and bicycles chained beside the rail. No one is waiting with a stopwatch. No prize is given for arriving first. The moon has found the water, so I keep walking. Take the long way home, let the river walk beside you, past the shops you used to know. Here evening settle down. Take the long way home. There's no need to race the dark. Some things become much clearer when the road takes a little longer. Barber sweeps beneath his doorway. Two old men finish up their game. A girl is carrying flowers wrapped in yesterday's newspaper. Someone whistles from a window. I've hurried through enough evenings with tomorrow on my mind. Tonight, the street can have me for a while. Take the long way home, let the river walk beside you, past the shops you used to know. Hear the evening settle down. Take the long way home. There's no need to race the dark. Some things become much clearer when the road takes a little longer. I spent years trying to get somewhere before I knew what somewhere meant. Now a bench, a bridge, a quiet street can be enough to change the shape of an hour. Take the long way home, Let your footsteps choose the distance. There are corners worth revisiting. There are faces worth a smile. Take the long way home. The door will still be waiting. Not every road must be the shortest to bring you where you belong. Is quiet after midnight. A thin gray line begins to gather underneath the bedroom curtain. I've spent enough nights chasing answers before the questions even came. So tonight I'll let the silence stay as it is. Tomorrow can wait for us. We don't have to meet it running. Let the morning find the curtains. Let the kettle find the flame. Tomorrow bird starts to sing. We'll rise and see what comes. My shoes are resting by the doorway. My watch lies face down on the shelf. Photograph leans by the bedside, faces smiling from another season, as if they know something I forgot. The dark begins to lose its edges. A truck moves somewhere far away. My help. Tomorrow can wait for us. We don't have to meet it running. Let the morning find the curtains. Let the kettle find the flame. Tomorrow can wait for us. We've carried enough today. When the first bird starts to sing, we'll rise and see what comes. and there's still a day to